Ooh, hello and welcome back. My name is Wes Dawson. This is Gabagool and 8, and this will be your fitness, health, and wellness stop for the next couple weeks because this body break episode is just too large to keep contained in one. We had to split it into multiple episodes. We have 2 on the books. I may branch it off into its own podcast. Just a small disclaimer that this is in no way related to and is legally distinct from Body Break featuring Hal Johnson and Joanna McLeod, which aired mainly between 1988 and I believe the early 90s, roughly something like that. A funny side note, I'd actually thought that the guy from Body Break was the same guy from Hall & Oates. He was just hanging out with some fit white lady. And whoever you were ready to jump on your social bandwagons, that is in no way a racial thing. I also thought that Bret Michaels from the band Poison was the same guy as Shawn Michaels. So either I wasn't too bright or possibly I was an introverted, horrible bigot as a child. Oh, sweet human development. So let's dive into it. Things about the body. We're going to talk about our own body, other people's bodies, what you can touch, when you can touch it, how to touch it, what to touch it with. Well, maybe not so much that, but more so odd scenarios, situations, and things that I found interesting enough to want to talk about. Clipping my nails. Some people just do it because they have to. I fucking love it. Like, it's not even a joke or exaggerated for this podcast. I thoroughly enjoy clipping my nails and my toenails. I purposely sometimes will let them grow a few days extra to get that satisfaction of getting that nice thick clip right out. If you find that gross, you're on the wrong podcast, baby. Nothing more to say about that. That was really a self-contained sentence on its own. Now, there's a lot of things people will suggest to us. Things they say, oh, it's better for your health to do this, that. I've had many people say it's healthier for us to squat to take a poop. You know, for your digestion, for your innards, for this and that. And that sitting on a toilet can cause so many different problems. Well, it's funny. I've been crapping into a porcelain bowl for 30 some odd years now without any problems other than, blocking the occasional toilet here and there. Another thing like that is my brother hopped on this, is, oh, Q-tips are dangerous. Q-tips, oh my, can't use Q-tips. My God, you're going to pierce your eardrum. Well, I've been cleaning my ears for nearly 3 decades with them. Never had a problem. As long as you're not going in there like fucking Jay Weinberg, I think your eardrums will be safe. Now we're going to move on to Browntown, baby. We're talking about pooping. That's right, defecation, bowel movements, the old stanky brown drop. So one thing I always wonder, when you go into a public restroom, either at work or in a restaurant, something like that, and the first thing that happens when you walk into that bathroom is that the person in there either flushes the toilet or starts preparing to get out of there. You're wondering, were you just killing time? Like, is this just a coincidence of the gods that when I need to use this restroom, my God, you're done at the exact same time? Like, what's going on here? Of course, conversely, I've used like the reverse technique where I will purposely highly pressurize one of the torpedoes coming out just to kind of scare away the person beside me, fearing in what might come next. Got kind of this Rumpelstiltskin turd ready to jump out the backside. Now, one kind of highbrow topic that I wanted to discuss was my trip to France in secondary 3. For those of you who aren't from the beautiful nation of Quebec, Sec 3 is equivalent to about grade 9. We did a cultural exchange to France, and in it, my best friend and I, we were sharing a house with our respective French exchange student. And the two of us, a lot of the bathrooms we came across up to date were kind of just holes in the ground, kind of that standard European thing, which we aren't peeing in that. We'll pee in it, but we're not pooping in that. I couldn't squat that long anyway. We're holding off till finally we get to the guy's house. He has a kind of a conventional toilet. We're relieved, but we can't actually be relieved just yet because we don't want to, drop this nuclear turd into their toilet and have them be like, yo, these kids come from Canada just to stain our bowls? What the hell is this? So we wait till late at night. Now, I have this cataloged in extreme detail in my journal from that trip. I couldn't find it for the purposes of the episode. I will unearth it to be able to read it to you guys. And in it, I depict how when I finally was confident to go to the washroom late at night, the explosive pressure that was released woke the whole family and drew questions at the breakfast table the next day. Needless to say, it was amazing. We laughed and giggled all night, and actually that trip on its own could probably merit its own episode, because the mother also would eat drumstick ice cream cones like she was trying to suck the life out of something. It was thoroughly entertaining and led to quite a bit of discussion in our bedroom late at night. Now, because we are running out of time, There are some items we're going to keep saved in the vault for next week, so I'll just touch on a couple topics that I want to go on, maybe not next week, but at least in coming episodes. You guys are at least aware what's up on the chopping block. We expand on the theories of renowned scientist Dr. Venkman, who holds both a PhD in parapsychology and psychology, with his theory of hairless pets. Weird. We will also explore the idea of myself creating an OnlyFans page. Is the demand really as high as I anticipate? How much are you willing to pay to see me make questionable life decisions on webcam? All that and more next week, so please be sure to like, listen, subscribe. Tune in next week for part 2 of Body Break. I'm Wes Dawson, and I'll see you there.